Welcome back everybody to another episode of Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature, typically down at Haulover Inlet. But today we are on a field trip and we are visiting Boca, and Boca is a very formidable adversary for our boats as well. On a day when she's firing, it can get just as rough, if not rougher than Haulover, and today she's firing a little bit, but let's see exactly how the boats fare. Our first contestant to do battle with Boca Inlet is going to show you what it's like when you come through the inlet having a little bit of fun, kind of like this crew is right here. These guys are out there to party and have a good time and do battle with Boca Inlet. Let's see if they're still smiling and having a good time when it's all said and done. Right here they come out on their approach and things look to be pretty good right off the bat. Nothing crazy is going on, but this crew really is kind of taking the slow roll approach on this one. They really are only going a few miles an hour above an idle speed, and now they're about to pull out into the breakers, and unless they pick up the pace a little bit, they're probably going to get rocked a little bit out here because they're not letting the boat do the work and they're not really up on plane, and bam, there we go. This crew's going to take a nice smack to the chops. And while this one might not look terrible, you have to keep one other thing in mind. There are two girls sitting in the front seat of this vessel, and I bet they're going to feel that one for a few days. And for that reason, and because this crew could only barely get above an idle pace, we're going to go ahead and give this round to Boca. Our next crew to do battle with Boca Inlet likes to come through the inlet having a good time as well, and they are some Boca cowboys. We see this at Haulover quite a bit as well, where people get in the bow of the vessel and just want to ride this out. It is a pretty rough day at Boca, so I'm interested to see how these two fare. The SEAVEE starts out of Boca pretty strong, but they decide to pull back on the throttle pretty quickly, which is probably the wise idea with these two guys up in the bow. But let's see if they can hold on and just try and take a win for the boats. So far, these two gentlemen in the bow seem to be holding on pretty well. The SEAVEE's got a pretty soft ride, so they've got a little bit of an advantage there, and it looks like they're going to hang on, and we're going to get a win for the boats here in the second round. Our third round contestant is going to show us that size matters. Now I know what you're thinking, you've probably heard that old adage, it's not size that matters, it is the motion in the ocean. Well, I'll tell you what, in Boca, that's not the case. Size does matter. As can be seen here as this small Key West comes rolling through Boca Inlet. But Boca basically brings this boat to a crawl, and these guys are doing about as good as you can expect them to do with a vessel like this in these kind of conditions, but the reality here is size matters, and because they're in a smaller boat, Boca's just going to win when it's this rough, even though I felt they did a pretty decent job considering. Our next boater is going to show you that sometimes size doesn't matter, and if you have a small vessel, you may be able to find the motion of the ocean to get the job done, kind of like we're going to see this little Boston Whaler do here. I'll tell you what, man, Boston Whaler may need to start cutting Wavy Boats and eye checks, because we always seem to catch their little boats crushing it in rough conditions. I gotta imagine we're selling some Boston Whalers. Heck, two of our legends are in Boston Whalers as well. This crew right here is going to come running through Boca though, pretty flawlessly, and they're going to go ahead and take a win for the boats in the fourth round. And of course, that'll take us into our fifth and final round, tied at 2 apiece. Who will take the win? Will it be Boca Inlet or the boats? And this crew right here likes to have a little more fun than most as they come rolling through the inlet. Here we're going to see this Concept 36 making its way right into Boca Inlet, but check out the crew in the front seat here. I kind of got the feeling this guy's having a little more fun than the rest of the people we saw come through the inlet today. But the boat also makes it through effortlessly and will take a win for the boats, and that will give this episode to the boats. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, be sure to check out our other channels. We have Wavy Boats, who gets us all this great footage down at Boca Inlet and Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And our newest channel, the Miami Boat Ramps channel, that focuses on all the hilarity that happens to the boat ramps around South Florida. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.